Right, so our honey's extracted. In the early extraction, we just put the supers straight back on for refill. But with the later extraction, and this is typically halfway through August in West Sussex, what we do is we put the wet supers from extraction back on the hives for the bees to clean up. Now, if they were put straight over the brood chamber, what will probably happen is that the bees would bring the honey down and store it in the bottom super because they still think it's part of the brood chamber. So what we need to do to make sure that all the supers are clear is to put a membrane immediately above the brood chamber but underneath the supers. And the easy way I've found is take a animal food bag, in this case dog food bag. It's nice tough plastic. Make a hole in it so your finger can just about go through. Put that over the brood chamber and then put the supers on top. Now I've put anything up to about half a dozen supers, so don't have to go from the same hive, although some beekeepers will argue that you should always keep the supers specifically for a hive. I don't bother with that, never have done, and I don't really think it's an issue, but that's a personal thing. Anything up to 6, as I say, and it usually takes sort of overnight or perhaps 24 hours for the bees to clear down into the brood chamber. Now, occasionally with what one might term locally adapted bees, I find towards the end of the summer, the bees tend to pack the brood chamber out with food, and I think that prevents bees storing the honey in the brood chamber. So what they tend to do is put it together above the sheet of plastic. I've had that happen over the years about twice, I think, but usually they'll take everything down, and when that's done, when they're dry, I take the supers and just put them in front of the hive, and within an hour or two they're generally clear, and then of course they can go into the shed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the supers back, and we'll show you how we do it. Okay, as usual, a little bit of smoke in the front, roof off. Ground board off. Check, of course, that the queen is not underneath. And on with the plastic sheet. So on with one. Another. I think we've put 3 on this one. Scramble back. Now, this at home really should be done at dusk, especially if you've got houses around you, because the bees can get a little bit excited. But out in the rural areas such as this is late afternoon, and that is quite adequate.